Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled 31 Childless Never Had a Man and Blame Society. Let's get right into it.
The New York Times just put out an article about being perpetually single, and I truly feel like this is my time to shine because unfortunately this is my area of expertise. This is the whole article. She wants input from women that are above the age of 30 to see how being single has affected them. She asked a couple of questions, and I'm going to share my answers with you guys. So starting with the easy stuff, she goes, how long was your longest romantic relationship? I put, I'm 31 and have never been in a relationship, and there's nothing romantic about my dating life and lack thereof. Then she asks, are you actively dating or looking for a partner? So I told her I have successfully retired from dating. She asks how old I am. I'm over the age of 30. So going back to the first question, she says, how do you think that being perpetually single has shaped you or how you approach your life? My response was very lengthy, 740 words, but I feel like it was needed to convey how I'm feeling because I've been feeling this way for a while. And so yeah, I'm going to tell you what I said. As a child, I thought that I would be married with a husband, kids, and home by the time I was 20. I didn't realize that was a pipe dream. Friends made it seem as though you could find a romantic partner anywhere and dates and having a boyfriend to go home to were as normal as eating breakfast or punching in at work. I didn't realize that I would go my entire teenage and adult life having never been romantically involved or having someone to call my own. I've had to get accustomed to the fact that I will be single forever. I tussled with it because by the time I turned 18, my mom, even after not allowing me to have a boyfriend or date, didn't understand why I didn't have a boyfriend and wasn't engaged to be married soon. People always ask me why I'm single and say I'm a good catch, I'm smart, pretty, and I probably have so many men that want me, which is quite frankly untrue. I only ever encounter lascivious men that want to sleep with me. For the longest time, I felt that something is deeply wrong with me because so many people are in relationships and it's the one area of my life that I can't get it right.
And you come to the internet, why? You can't get this part of your life right, but you ran to the internet and you ran to TikTok. Now, shout out to the New York Times article. Ladies, they're setting you up. They told you, look, women that are 30 plus that are perpetually single, we want to hear from you. You know why they put the age 30? Because they know you guys are cooked. They know you're finished. And by the way, this girl said she never had a boyfriend, but she had sex before. Can you imagine that? She opened up her legs because everyone else is doing it, but she never had a boyfriend before. Anyway, I thought this video of her was interesting as well. Take a look.
So I re-downloaded Hinge with the intent of just deleting it because I just had a dormant account on there for about a couple months now. Not even a couple months, I think over a year it's been dormant. So I said, you know what, let me go on and just delete it. So when I get on, I check my matches and some of them was looking type good. So I was like, okay, I might actually, I might entertain some of them. So one of them, he was type fine. So he was Trinidadian, Puerto Rican, and Italian. So I'm like, okay, he's Trini. So I matched him. He messages me and he's just like, hey, beautiful, can I get your number? So I'm getting my hair done. And I'm just thinking, yo, we ain't even have no conversation. You're straight off the bat, you asking for my number. But I'm like, you know what? I normally don't give out my number, especially if we haven't had no conversation. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just make an exception because why not? So I give this guy my number. He messages me like 5 minutes later. He sends me like 2 text messages. And then after that, he messages me on Hinge to let me know that he texted me. So while he's texting me, I'm on TikTok and I'm trying to stitch a video and I'm also eating. So I didn't respond right away. So he calls me like 2 seconds after he texts me. So I declined it because I'm eating. So he immediately texts me back like, oh, I guess you weren't interested, my bad. And it's just like, bro, you think I'm not interested just because I didn't respond to you right away? Like when I tell you it was so rapid, I'm talking about he texted me at 8 o'clock. Then he messaged me on Hinge at 8:01. Then he called me at 8:02. I declined it at 8:02. Then at 8:03, he's texting me, damn, I guess you're not interested. Like, damn, can I get a minute? So I messaged him back and I'm just like, oh, I was eating, but how's your day? He gonna text me back, talk about cool. Cool? That's it? That's all I get? I shouldn't have to explain to you that I am eating.
Oh my God, girl, tell me you're a loser without telling me you're a loser. Let's read a little bubble she had over here. This is 100% on me, not him, because I know better, but curiosity got the best of me, and I just wanted to see what would happen. I'm never breaking my celibacy. It's been 2 years and counting. So that's how I know she's not a virgin. Okay, because she's celibate now. That's why any of these girls say, I'm celibate now. You're just a loser. That's why you're celibate, because it's not working for you. You open up your legs and you thought you're going to be married by 20 and have a home. You were wrong. All the people that said you were pretty, they lied. You're a 2 or 3 at best, girl. Look in the mirror. You should know. And it's not because you're dark skinned. It's just because you look like butt. That's why. It's not because you're dark skinned. Anyway, women out here are crazy, bro. They're crazy on TikTok. I'm just so glad I get to witness this all and bring it to you. Anyway, I found a girl that's pretty rational, though. Take a look to see what she has to say.
When y'all be like, we listen, we don't judge. Baby, who? Where at? Because I'm judging. Because why are you over there doing that whole ass shit? When y'all be like,
Why are you over there doing that whole ass shit? This girl blames society. Oh yeah, I think, well, I don't know. Everyone else has a boyfriend. Everyone else is getting married. Everyone else has kids. Yeah, because everyone else is more desirable than you. And you had a guy that chased you, right? You gave him your number after one message. He's being very attentive to you. So chances are he's desperate and you're desperate, right? Because you gave him your number after one message. So you're desperate and he's desperate. So you guys are a match. And now you're mad at him because all he said was cool after he responded to you. He tried to call you. You didn't answer. And you ran to TikTok because it's the first little attention you got from a guy that made it seem like you were worth something. I'm telling you, man, these girls are cooked. Anyway, look at this goofy, yo. I'm going to just tell you off the bat she's a goofy, but let's listen to what she has to say.
Can you imagine getting up every morning to cook breakfast for your man, right? Then you have to get yourself ready for work. You also have to wake your children up, get your children ready for school. You have to drop them off at school, then go to work, then work 8 hours, then pick them up from school, then come home, cook, get the children ready for bed, get them ready for school the next day, clean up after everyone, get yourself ready for bed, do a load of laundry or two, and then when you finally get to rest, you have to fulfill your marriage duties. And fuck that nigga who ain't helped you do shit all motherfucking day. Are you dumb? Ain't got a nerve? Here, husband. Here's half the rent. You got me fucked up.
We ain't got you fucked up, girl. Look at you. You a pig in a wig. Who got you effed up? You got yourself effed up. You thought putting all that paint in your face and fake eyelashes made you a 9 or a 10? You were 2 at best. And I'm going to say this because I'm tired of all these women talking about, oh, I got to work so hard. You're barely working. The women in the past worked way harder than you guys did. You guys have washing machines. They had to wash by hands. Yeah. They had to wash by hand. Okay? They had to go work in the garden, work in the farm. Yeah. So as hard as you think it is, I gotta get up and drive my kid to school. Imagine I have to walk for water. So imagine this, right? Men, we built the world. Bridges, roads, cars. We got running water, plumbing, electricity, all this stuff. All these homes, right? And then turn around now, women say, oh, we don't need men. After we done built everything, now they don't need us. Can you imagine? Yeah. Get back into the kitchen, y'all. I'm tired of this, y'all. I'm tired of hearing women act like y'all could just replace us. Y'all wouldn't have the world without us. The world would not exist. Name one place you've been to that was built exclusively by women. Name one building you've ever been to in your entire life. Name one road you ever drove on that's built exclusively by women. Name one car. Name one area of anything significant built exclusively by women, except for them giving birth and having kids, and they complain about that. Y'all complain about that. The one thing y'all contribute that no one else can touch, y'all complaining about. Unbelievable. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Why do you men got mad at me because I said I don't like dating ugly niggas? How does that got anything to do with you? You ugly? You must be an ugly nigga then, cause why is this? Why do you feel personally attacked? I don't gotta fuck with them. The fuck, like this my fucking life. Like if I pick and choose who I want in my life, and if an ugly nigga is not who I want, then that's not a nigga that's gonna be in my fucking life. And one more time, just in case y'all didn't hear me, but this my life, this my shit.
We don't need to hear you, girl. You think you're so pretty. You're just another BBW pig in a wig with some fake eyelashes. That don't impress nobody. I don't understand women want to cover their body thinking they're so pretty, and then when you see how they really look, they look like this. Look at this. This is what she really look like. Old gut and butt. Big old gut and butt. She got Ozempic belly and she talking about, oh yeah, I don't date with ugly dudes. Girl, you like 200 pounds. Who's going to F with you? And I don't got nothing against big girls, but I'm just saying this that the attitude, the nerve of women coming online acting like there's something so great because of what's between their legs, and they think because everybody want them, nah, they're going to be choosy, nah, they're going to be selective. You're not that impressive. You're not that, I'm not that impressed. Everything you got going on, I'm not that impressed. Try a little harder, girl. Try a little harder. Anyway, here's a girl, another girl, who just thinks she's just above and beyond, right? And you're going to see the hypocrisy in her video. Just take a look.
There is one particular group of men that I will never understand, and it's the group that cannot take rejection. So I got off work yesterday, and I decided to stop at the grocery store to get me a few little things. I get in the store, and I start with produce because it's at the beginning of the store. So I started getting my produce. Here come this man with 2/3 of a cart in his Crocs. Gonna talk about, hi, how you doing today? I was like, I'm good, thank you. How about yourself? He's like, I'm good. It's a beautiful day. I said, yes, it is. He goes, you are so pretty. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. So I move on. I go over to the next little stand, and I'm getting fresh produce. Okay, I'm getting like little peppers and stuff. He talked about what you cooking. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna throw some on the grill or something like. He was about, well, maybe I'll get an invite. I was like, no, I'm not interested, but thank you. He asked about, dang, I can't get an invite. And I was like, no, I'm not interested, but thank you. Now, in my mind, I'm not about to linger in the same area. I will come back when you're gone. I'm not about to stand here and make you think that I want to talk to you because I don't want to lead you on. So I did it respectfully. I was like, well, you have a good day. And I left to go to the pet department. 2 clicks behind me, what do I see? That man with his 2/3 cart right behind me. Now, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Don't be conceited. It's not about you. Maybe he's headed this way because he needs something else. However, I get to the dog food. Here he is right on the other side looking at the wet dog food. I'm looking for the dry dog food, and then I find it. I go to bend down. Here comes this man. I talk about, let me help you. I said, ah. I literally did that. I said, ah. I got it. Thank you. I took that 50-pound bag of food, threw it over my shoulders, and walked into my cart like the grown man I am on the inside. This man turns around and goes, well, that's not very ladylike. I'm not trying to give you ladylike vibes. I'm trying to give you grown man vibes. I'm trying to give you, you're the one who's going to need help if you keep playing with me. That's all I'm trying to do. However, I was like, nah, I got it. Thank you, though. He was like, well, let me holler at you. I said, look, I'm not interested. I appreciate it, but I'm not interested. He was about, why not? You got a man? Baby, I got a man, a boyfriend, a husband, and 2 pieces on the side. Leave me alone. I'm not interested. Because once I say no, I feel like that's enough. However, he proceeded to push. So I was like, you have a good day. I leave and I go to the next aisle over to get disinfectant wipes. He was about, you really don't want to talk to me? I said, I'm not interested, but thank you. He was about, whatever then. You ain't all that, no way. I wish you would have led with that when you see me in the first place. But anywho, I head over to the feminine care. I was like, get some candles, some bubble bath, get you your little personal products. Here come this same little man with his 2/3 of a cart and his Crocs and tofu. He got about, I think we got off on the wrong foot. I said, no, we didn't. My feet are right in front of me, about to walk away. We are right where we need to be, sir. Goodbye. He got about, listen, I'm just trying to say, I feel like some of you ugly women always get ahead of yourself. I bet you if you took that wig and that makeup off, you feel different. No, I look like Little Bill telling you no. I'm still declining your offer. I'd be Caillou and tell you I'm still not interested. What are you talking about? No. He ends about, you ain't all that, no way. That's why you ugly. Okay, then let me be ugly and leave me alone. So I go around to the next hour. He ends about, yeah, it's always us good men that get a bad rap. Sir, the only one giving you a bad rap is you. What is you talking about? And he gonna talk about, in all honesty, you ain't all of that. Okay, so leave me alone. If I'm not all of that, then why are you talking to me? He gonna talk about, yeah, you basic. I said, and you're short. At that point, I was fine with it. I don't have a problem with short men, but at that point in time, I knew it was going to piss him off. And it did. He was like, I'm a grown man. Then grow up. I'm 5'10", you're 5'2". We have nothing in common. You got to be this tall to ride this ride. Goodbye. He was about, yeah, you ain't all that. You ain't even worth my time. Good. Walk away. Save yourself. Go get you your win, my friend. I'm not interested. I need y'all to literally understand that when you tell me that I'm ugly, it's not hurting me. It's not like I'm going to be like, dang, they think I'm ugly. I better settle. Yo, that sounds nuts. Please come up with a better comeback because my sarcasm is locked and loaded and I have ammo for days. Like, you got to do better than I'm ugly because there's one thing I'm not is insecure. So please come up with something better. Have a good day.
So there's a lot to unpack from this video, but the thing that I noticed that stood out to me a lot is she was like, oh, he was like, oh, she was like, he told her like, oh, you're not even all that, right? And she's like, oh, well, you're short. And to me, it's like, if he's not all that and you're not all that, then why are you making a video about him? See, what's still interesting about this to me is that women always tell videos where they're rejecting men. They never make videos about where men are rejecting them. They act like, oh my God, I just walked through, I'm just minding my business and men just throw themselves to me. And they never tell you the stories where they're at someone's feet begging for dates, begging to be called, begging to be chased. When we know that's the case. Because why would you if you're a woman of value, why are you getting online telling stories about men you rejected? Why? And then she started off the video with like, oh, this is one group of men I will never understand. The group of men that can't take rejection. First of all, they're not a group. They're not a group of men running together saying, okay, we're the rejects. We can't take rejection. This is our squad. This is our team. Everyone at once. They're not a group of men. They're individuals in our group that you call men that can't take rejection. They don't run to, they're not a group. They're not a community. They don't live together. They don't have a motto. So don't call them group of men. First off, they're not a group. Okay? Because to me, there is a group of women who get on TikTok talking about how they're, oh yeah, I'm rejecting somebody. And y'all think it's so significant because you use it to demonstrate you have value. Instead of saying, show me your husband, show me your family, show me your achievements. Don't show me, oh yeah, I turned down this dude's proposal. That don't show your value. But women swear that does. And that's the only reason why they get on this internet and do this. That's the only reason why. Now, she has an issue with rejecting people the right way. If you're not interested in somebody, don't do it in an egotistical way she did. Oh, yeah, I'm not interested. You're saying it like you're above somebody. Oh, yeah, I'm not interested. I think that's one of the worst phrases. Like, say, I'm sorry, I'm married. That to me is better. Oh, I'm sorry. And I know you might think to yourself, oh, why does she need a better explanation? The reason why is so you don't have to make a video like this, so you don't get attacked. You have to understand a couple things. There's some men that are struggling to get women. You called him short, so you already know he's struggling to get women. Why in your right mind are you trying to set somebody off that you know is struggling? Anybody. You might feel like, oh, I live in a world where all I got to do is just do this, and this should happen. It don't work like that. Shit, if I'm in Newark and I run into someone I can tell, you know what I'm saying, their ribs is touching, I'm not going to act like, oh, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to talk to them crazy. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I treat everybody with respect, and I try to put myself in their shoes. I don't go around like I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Everybody got to watch out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how she carried it. And so a girl like this, if you're not careful, somebody go throw acid in your face. I'm going to keep it real with you. You going, and you might feel, oh, that should have never happened, but what you going to do after that? What you going to do after that? Stop walking around acting like your shit don't stink, thinking that you could just be whatever to everybody in the world and there ain't no consequences. Look, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it is. You might want to argue what it ought to be. I'm just telling you what it actually is. Okay? So be very careful out there making fun, disparaging men who are struggling to get women. You made fun of him being short. And then said, oh yeah, I'm going to show you the man. I want to show you come off like a grown man. You're not a grown man. If he put hands on you, you would have been crying and calling the police. Let's be real. Anyway, and that's a good point. I want to make that point because so many women go around making these videos as if men can't just flip. They're not right. I'm not saying they're right, but if they do, it's pretty predictable. Anyway, here's another girl I thought was pretty interesting. Take a look.
He catches you texting other niggas, your response isn't, why are you going through my phone? Because he can easily disband that. The only appropriate response is, I text other niggas because you don't love me the same anymore. I don't feel like you love me the way you used to. I don't feel like you pay attention to me the way that you used to. You go and you get your hair cut and the first thing you want to do is run errands and be seen by other bitches. I'm the one that's supposed to give you my opinion first and you want to be outside. How am I supposed to know what's inappropriate in this situation if I don't feel seen by you? If I don't feel valued? What if I don't feel like I'm the priority? How am I supposed to know how to move? And you throw in something that your ex used to do that triggers you because he's starting to do the same things too. Just throw a bunch of shit in his face to make him feel like it's his fault. Like all at one time. Take no breaks. Don't even think about it. Just keep going because his brain is moving so fast. He can't really compute like what you're saying. He's more confused. He has no argument. And then you just leave. Just leave. Just get out of there. You just go. If that doesn't work, cry. Give him some head. And you're good. He catches you...
The crying and giving some head part is a damn manipulation. Sorry, my pen dropped. It's a damn manipulation that works. I know a girl that did that to me and she'd do it and I started catching on. Like, you know what? You always cry and give me a head when you get caught doing some bullshit. But I want to say this, right? Everything she said is pretty accurate, okay? Because this is how gaslighting works. This is gaslighting 101. You get caught doing something wrong, you deflect the blame to someone else, but not only do you deflect it, you make it seem like it's their fault, right? So if a girl catches you doing anything else, you're texting another girl, blame her. So if a girl happens to go through your phone, which I don't think you should allow, but if she happens to go through your phone, say, well, you're not giving me enough attention. Well, I don't feel like I don't feel like you giving me enough head. I don't think we're having sex enough. I feel like you've been distant from me. So what do you expect me to do? Put it on her. You're the reason why I'm behaving like this. I didn't just start behaving like this for no reason. It's you. It's you. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Some of the men out here are not lonely enough. Well, I was at the thrift store today in the men's section looking for cool stuff because that's where all the cool stuff is. This man comes next to me. He starts looking at the rack of clothes next to me. I don't really think anything of it. After a minute, this man says, "What, you shopping for your man?" I said, "No, I'm just shopping for me today." He goes, "What, so you single? You single?" I was like, "I never said that." This man just responds with, "Type shit. I fucking hate when men say that." He's like, "Oh, so you into fashion?" I was like, "Yeah, a little bit." Very few words, like I don't want to speak to this man. Immediately I'm irritated. He finally leaves me alone. I walk over to the little boy section and I start looking through the t-shirt. That's where I get a lot of my like little baby tees from. This man slithers his way over to the little boy section where I am. He's like, "Oh, you still shopping for yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." After a minute of pretending to look at the clothes, he turns to me and he says, "You know, I like my females thick. I like them big bone. I don't want no female that I can fit in no little boy clothes. Get the fuck away from me." And I'm like, I didn't ask. And he was like, "Oh, I know. I'm just saying, I mean no harm. I'm just saying, I want a female with more ass than you." Where do you get the gall to say shit like this to strangers? And I literally said to him, I was like, that's a very odd thing to say to somebody that you don't know. Hello, are you good? And as if that wasn't bad enough, he circles back to, "Oh, so you got a man? Ugh, get away from me." What the fuck is going on in your fucking pea-sized ass, Neanderthal ass brain that you think that I would want to speak to you after you said that to me? And at that point, I just walked away because I was like, I'm about to crash out on you right now, sir. So that was my thrift store experience, for anyone wondering. Some of the men out here are not
It's not the men. I've seen this happened to me in college, and I was in college a long time ago. Oh my God! But I did graduate, okay. But I remember 2010. I had a friend. She had a roommate, and I would hang out with them, but not really them. I was hanging out with her, and her roommate would just be there. And so I would see her roommate all the time, and her roommate would always tell me, "Oh yeah, I don't like black guys." And I'm like, "Okay, why are you telling me?" You're like, "All right, you don't like black guys, all right." And because she was half black, half Spanish, and I was all right. Then I'll see her again. She's like, "Oh yeah, I date white guys. The white kind of guys I mainly date is white." Like, all right, cool. Why? I didn't ask you. Why are you telling me? Same thing that this guy's doing to her, she would do to me. Like he would try to throw something that make you, I guess, insult you. Anyway, long story short, while I was at my friend's room and we were partying, she had some people over, we were drinking. Her roommate was all over me, bro, all over me. Long story short, took her to the bathroom because that's exactly what she wanted me to do. Plowed her out. Because she was all over me. And you know she told me after she got plowed out, after she was on her knees slurping and burping, she was like, "Oh yeah, I know I told you I don't like black guys, but I think you're really cute." This is some people's strategy for flirting. They try to break you down to seem superior to you because they're really interested in you. That's what she did. That's what he did to you. He said, "I like girls with bigger asses. I like girls who don't fit in little boys' clothes." He's trying to break you down to impress, to feel like he's above you, okay? It's an inferiority tactic to make the other person seem inferior. I know, it's projecting behavior. But the thing I don't like about her is that she blamed it on men. It's not men. People do this. Everything that happens to women, they think, "Oh, all men do this." Not all men. People do this, okay? I never thought all women did it when she did it either. I just thought that was her strategy, her weak-ass reverse psychology, and it did not work. Anyway, I thought this video was pretty interesting. Take a look.
My least favorite compliment from other black women is when y'all be like, "Oh my God, I know a white man don't play about you." What do you mean by that? Or when y'all be like, "Oh my God, you look so soft and dainty. I know a white man is involved in this." My husband is black. And God forbid, if we ever got divorced, I would date black men and marry a black man. And again, I'm not like against people in their preference. Like if you like somebody of a different race, or like if you like you don't even have a preference, it don't matter. I don't care, but my preference is black men. So I date.
So it needs to be said. It needs to be said, 'cause a lot of these racist ass black women out here talking about white men's behind, the white man's behind, but then turn around and say that white men are firing them at alarming rates and complain about the white man that's in office, and you're saying, oh, DEI, he destroyed DEI because he hates white people. Which one is it? Pick one. Anyway, I thought his video was pretty interesting as well. Take a look.
I came from a weak ass black bitch, and I'm gonna call her that because that's exactly what she is. I respect black women. My mom was not a woman, and yeah, people could say, oh, you know, this person is flawed, blah blah blah. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, because I ain't nothing like her. So, as a person who came from a weak ass motherfucker, 2 of them actually, my biggest goal in life was to have solid character. I knew that everything else would follow if I had solid character.
The end. She didn't even have to say anymore. She's absolutely right. I don't care what your parents were like. It is your responsibility to fix yourself. She decided that I'm not going to continue this bullshit that my parents started. And I agree with her. Build your character and you can become a wife. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.